They said it was too dangerous to include in the Bible, too revealing, too disturbing, but the Book of Enoch still exists, and it opens a door most people aren't ready for. This book talks about angels who didn't stay in heaven, about giants who ruled the earth, and about a judgment so terrifying it silenced generations. Enoch walked with God, but what he saw, what he wrote, was hidden from most of the world, until now. The Book of Enoch reveals that some angels fell, not just spiritually, but physically. They came to earth and took human wives. From their union came giants called Nephilim, beings of immense strength, violence, and corruption. These weren't just myths. The book claims they ruled the earth, devouring all, even humans, until the flood wiped them out. Enoch says these fallen angels taught mankind secrets we weren't meant to know: sorcery, weapon-making, enchantments, astrology. Things we now call advanced knowledge were introduced by rebels from heaven. He describes how these angels were chained in darkness, waiting for final judgment, and their children, the giants, were destroyed in the flood. But here's the shocking part. Their spirits didn't die. They became something else, wandering spirits, demons. Yes, demons, not fallen angels, but the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim, cursed to roam the earth. Enoch saw it all. He was taken into heaven. He stood before God. He witnessed the judgment written long before Revelation. He recorded angel names the Bible never mentions, like Azazel, a chief rebel blamed for corrupting the world. And he wrote about a coming Savior, a Son of Man, long before Jesus came, prophetic, precise, and powerful. So why was this book removed? Why do churches fear it? Because it shakes our understanding of what we think we know. It connects the Old Testament and New in ways that feel too close, too dangerous, too revealing. Many early church leaders quoted it. Even the Book of Jude mentions Enoch directly. Yet it was still left out. The Book of Enoch paints a spiritual world that's intense, violent, real. One where angelic rebellion changed history. It says the flood wasn't just about sin, but about stopping something not human from taking over the earth. It suggests that what happened before Noah was a full-on invasion, an attempt to corrupt all flesh. That sounds like science fiction. But Enoch calls it divine truth. He saw it, he lived it, and he warned us. Enoch's message wasn't just for his time. It was a message for the final generation, one that would see those spirits return. Some say we're living in that generation now, that the spirit of the Nephilim is rising again, through deception, power, and rebellion. What if the book that was erased was the warning we needed most? Enoch didn't write fantasy, he wrote prophecy, and he warned of a time when evil would rise again, bold, deceptive, and spiritual. The Book of Enoch says those spirits would influence kings, nations, even religions, disguised as wisdom, but fueled by rebellion. He saw portals in heaven, layers of judgment, ranks of angels, and a courtroom where God sentenced stars who disobeyed. He spoke of a burning prison for angels who crossed divine boundaries, a place darker than any hell we've imagined. So why was this erased? Because it reveals too much about what happened before Genesis and what might still be happening now. It tells us demons didn't come from hell. They came from something more terrifying, human-like hybrids God had to erase. It shows us that not all spiritual battles are invisible. Some have bloodlines, history, purpose. This isn't just a book, it's a map that reveals the clash between heaven's justice and earth's rebellion. It redefines what we thought we knew about Noah, angels, judgment, and the root of all evil. Some scholars say it was banned to protect the church from confusion. Others say it was silenced because it unmasked the enemy. And yet, Jesus said, "As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be in the days of the Son of Man." Enoch tells us exactly what those days looked like: hybrid corruption, hidden knowledge, and spiritual darkness across the land. Could it be that this book holds a warning for the last days? A coded message for those who still seek truth? What if the rise of AI, genetic editing, and supernatural deception is a replay of the Nephilim era? What if the same spirits that walked before the flood are whispering again, this time through culture, tech, and false light? The Book of Enoch doesn't just reveal the past, it confronts the present and warns of the war ahead. Not all who shine are angels, and not all who teach are sent. Enoch saw that and wrote it down, and though they erased his words from the pages of the Bible, they couldn't erase the truth. Now the question is yours. Will you ignore it? Or will you search deeper? The Book of Enoch is no longer hidden, but be warned. Once you read it, you'll never see the world the same again.